Greetings and blessings, guys. I forgot to mute my laptop, so they won't be playing in the background. But thank you guys for watching Greetings and Blessings. This is yours truly, Empress Chassie Warmington, aka All That Chaz, aka Lupus Slayer. Probably next week I'm gonna start back going into the studio for my set. I just have, like I said, really have been struggling. Um, with some illnesses. So I didn't want to just put myself out there like that. But we're going to go ahead and get right into it because I actually have a full set of contents to talk to you guys about. And of course, the celebration of Black History Month, I'm definitely acknowledging melanin people and definitely talking about a lot of the talking about Black history, talking about Black future. I mean, present, our present state, and also our future. So, what that means to us and how we can either make it work for our benefits or working against us, as it seems to always have done, right? So, let me go ahead and get started now. Um, oh, okay, I'm in the wrong sector. Sorry. So now with that stated, um, let me pull up the information because I don't want to just, as a matter of fact, let me pull my laptop this way so that I won't have to keep looking back like that, all the way back. But we're going to acknowledge our very first person um, that we are going to acknowledge. And you know what? Let me see something here. Y'all know what I forgot to do? Oh my gosh. And this was the main thing that I said, don't forget to do, don't forget. And what did I do? The very thing that I said do not forget to do, I forgot to do it. So bear with me. While you guys wait, I want you guys to go ahead and look at a few commercials. These are some companies that all of the companies I actually shop with and have been shopping with for some years and have been very good and beneficial for me. Also, for Z Entertainment Network, if you guys would like to get an online ad, get a live mainstream ad, just go to the website and www.cheenllc.com so you get your ad. But we're going to go ahead and I'm going to let's start with our Yardi organic products.
With more and more harmful chemicals being added to foods and products, it is essential to start organifying your lifestyle by ordering natural organic skin and hair products like the charcoal scrub and hair growth serum from Yardi Organic Products that's reaching you naturally. Follow Yardi Organic Products on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Thank you for your support.
Okay.
Looking for great deals on toilet paper, sodas, beverages, snacks for the children and company or body products? Go to TBIG LLC, located at 3745 Kings Highway, Suite DC in Douglasville, Georgia 30135 to check out their full inventory. Hours of operation is Wednesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and they're closed from Sunday through Tuesday. Let them know you heard about them from All That Jazz.
Okay, so now moving along to the next one.
Z Entertainment Networks is a multicultural and diverse world in one place, has celebrity supporters, and provides various entertainment services like branding, hosting, speaking, press kits, live interviews, and more. Just head over to www.cheenllc.com to find out more. Thank you for your support. entertainment networks. It's a multicultural and diverse world in one place, has celebrity supporters, and provides various entertainment services like branding, hosting, speaking, press kits, live interviews, and more. Just head over to www.chenllc.com to find out more. Thank you for your support.
I'm not gonna, tarry on with the commercials. I actually forgot to upload the photos of individuals that I'm going to be acknowledging. So what I will do is the photos of the individuals that I already have up. I wanted to do it in a certain order so that I didn't lose track. Um, so let me go ahead and do this right quick. Okay. I know the very first person. Okay, Miss Lily Mae Bradford. Got Miss Lily Mae Bradford up here. And I don't know what's going on with my connection. I wasn't having any, I mean, like I'm literally on here, like online right now. So I don't know. And I'm not having any issues browsing. I'm browsing. I'm clicking on different pages to make sure. And I'm not having any issues browsing. So I don't know why I keep saying there's something wrong with this freaking stream yard because it's always with them. It's always with them. I don't never have any issue with except with StreamYard. I can't even just upload stuff without having issues with them. Let me see. Okay. All right. Well, just let me put up my content. Like, okay, what are you doing? No, I don't want to upload a video. I'm trying to do my picture. Well, anyway, the first person that I wanted to acknowledge um is the past activist, and that's going to be Naomi Bowman Talbot Anderson, born March the 1st of 1843, and she passed away June 9th, 1899. She's African American um, suffragist and suffragist, um, temperance leader, civil rights activist, and writer who advocated for equality, for equal rights of all gender and race of people back in the 1870s. And she wrote poetry and gave speeches highlighting the experience of African American women who are still enslaved um, by their inability to vote, receiving considerable, and she received, considerable praise for her work and her contribution. Now, with that stated, that's why I always, when I say this, a lot of people get upset because they feel that I'm being biased, but I'm not being biased. We as melanin women, we are absolutely the most unprotected beings in the planet, on this planet, in the world. And it's really sad that as much as we contribute to society, we are oftentimes shown discriminated against, treated inadequate, treated mediocrity, treated like we're nothing. It's even to the point where you got a lot of melanin men, and these are really young guys. I won't even say young guys, it's just melanin men, period, that have resorted to abusing melanin women. Why? I don't know what this energy is that's been floating around in the atmosphere, but it really needs to stop because it's like every time I just go through the news, I'm always seeing reports of melanin women just being savagely and unmercifully and provokingly attacked by a melanin man. Now, it's one thing you see white men do it to a melanin woman. It's worse. It's really bad. But it's worse when you have melanin men out here doing this to melanin women for absolutely no reason. Um, some melanin men have, I don't know if the pressure of society has gotten so up on them that they just feel like they have to be abusive, but we go through a lot too as melanin women. We go through way more than they do. And the thing is, I believe because there are more melanin men that are uh, racially profiled by cops, it doesn't seem like we as melanin women go through as much. But we do. We go through a lot of harassment, especially sexual harassment. Um, there was a young lady who was murdered because a guy groped her butt, and he had no business groping on her. Like, keep your hands to yourself. So, he goes and grope on her, and she went and got her boyfriend, like most women would do. They'll go get their significant other or their spouse to let them know what happened. And the guy ended up killing them both. I mean, killing the woman and injured the man, her boyfriend. So it's just like we have people like Miss Talbot Anderson, Naomi Talbot Anderson, who's been fighting for equality for us, and this is the things that they're getting. And with all of the racism that is still very prevalent and extremely active in the United States of America, we don't need to be fighting each other over stupid things. Thank you all for watching. You can, if you would like to be added on, if you would like to be want to come on live, let me know. I can see you a link where you can join live and give your perspective if you like. Um, but it's just crazy that we are dealing with stuff like that in this day and time with so much stuff that we're already dealing with. And I don't know why it's showing this picture. I do apologize to you guys for that. I don't know why it showed his picture. I'm loading up content that I forgot. I don't know why in the world I forgot to load up the photos. That is just bugging me right now. But you know what? I do know I was not feeling well. I told you guys I was not feeling well. I was not coherent. It was just I was just dealing with a whole lot. It was just too much stuff going on. Too much stuff going on. So I'm loading up this material. So the next person that I'm going to go to, let me show you guys Miss Naomi. Let me show you guys this jewel. Now, any other time, if I'm clicking, okay, there we go. Can you guys see her? There she is. Okay, that's Miss Naomi Bowman Talbot Anderson. And again, Miss Anderson, she was an advocate for melanin people and for equality, especially for women, because a lot of people don't realize that that melanin women were the last group of people that were allowed to vote. They allowed black men to vote, melanin men to vote, but they still did not want us as melanin women to vote. And she fought for that equality for us to have that right to vote. So big shout out to her. And so the next person that I'm going to bring up is Miss Lily Mae Bradford. Miss Lily Mae Bradford. This is Miss Lily Mae Bradford right here. Lily Mae Bradford. I love her. She's just like a force to be reckoned with, okay? Like, she's an African American, she was, right? She passed away, unfortunately, March 14th, 2017. She was born August the 5th, 1946. And, she was like, let me make sure. I'm sorry, she was born October the 1st, 1928. And she died March 14th, 2017. So she lived a really long and fruitful life. But she's an American civil rights activist who, for 4 years prior to Rosa Parks, she performed an act of disobedience on the city bus as well in Montgomery, Alabama, She was arrested for it and then charged with disorderly conduct. Go figure, right? Like I said before, the racists always fit these racist lawyer powers that be and people in these positions. They always do things like that to fit their narrative. So, big shout out to her for having that kind of courage and that kind of bravery, especially in that day and time where it was easy, very much easier to be lynched and nothing be done about it, and nothing, no one would even bother to try to look into it or anything. So, for her to be able to have that kind of strength and courage and tenacity to not allow, white supremacy and injustices, racial injustices to bully her and intimidate her. Um, my hats go off to her. A big shout out to Miss Lily, for her courage and for her strength, because it takes a lot of courage and strength to stand up to an injustice system, a racist injustice system. Now I'm going to go to inventors. Inventors, I'm going to start with Miss Shirley Ann Jackson. Yes. Y'all know who Miss Shirley Ann Jackson is. Y'all don't, I'm going to let you know. Let me let y'all know about Miss Shirley Ann Jackson. But before I do that, let me pull a picture up so y'all can see who this beautiful soul is that I'm talking about. I want you all to see this absolutely phenomenal, intelligent young lady. Miss Jackson, she was born August 5th, 1946, and she's an American, psychiatrist. She was, what did she do? Okay, she earned a doctorate, sorry, at the state of Massachusetts Institution of Technology. She was also the second African American woman in the United States ever to earn a decorate. Oh man, what is this? This is supposed to be a doctrine in. I'm sorry, I should have read this over again. But anyway, she's done a lot of psychic experiments and stuff, psych experiments, whatever they call it psych, some call it psychic, some call it psych, whatever they want to call it. She's done it with the experiment and came up with a breakthrough science research that enabled others to invent a fax machine, touch tone phone, fiber optic cells, solar cells, and the technology behind caller ID and call waiting. Yes, Miss Shirley Ann, she did that. So it's just amazing how, like I said, we have invented and contributed so much to society, and we get so little out of society, and we get shunned, we get disrespected, we get mistreated, and we be discriminated against, and all of this stuff. So big shout out to Miss Shirley. Now, the next person that I'm going to highlight, and these are people you guys can look up yourself. Don't be afraid to look them up. Mr. George Edward Alcorn, Alcorn Jr. He invented the imaging X-ray. He made the X-ray machine stuff. He invented that. Okay. Spectrum using something something. I'm not going to try to pronounce that. I just know the word is aluminum, and it's another word before that start with the T. Uh, that would say thermigration. I guess I pronounced that correctly. If not, too bad. For which he earned a patent in 1984. And 2 years later, he devised an improved version. Okay, all right, improved method. I'm sorry, a fabrication using laser drilling. Man, got brains. Let me show y'all who brilliant, this brilliant man is. Let me show y'all. I got to put him on. Gotta let y'all see who he is. See Mr. George here. Okay, there he is. Look at that smile. Oh, he's cute. Mr. Edwards. All right now. All right, Mr. Edwards. Don't start nothing. Don't start nothing, honey. Don't start it. But this intelligent, smart specimen of a human being, wonderful specimen of a human being, created a better version of. Now you know it's one thing when you invent something and you turn around and you make it a better version. You know, he's like, I don't need nobody to do this for me. He's like, I create my own better version of whatever it is. Like, I don't need nobody to create a better version of nothing that I made. I can do it myself. And that's exactly what he did. And so let me see. Okay, so spectrums aren't, and okay, so this work on imaging X-rays, uh, spectrometers earned him the 1984 NASA a GSFC Inventor of the Year award. Hunty, hunty, hunty. I'm telling you, we some brilliant people, okay? We're so brilliant. And it's like we don't really have to go to school to learn how to do these things. Like it's just naturally in us. Do you think um they had stuff when back degrees when they were making peanut butter, when our people was making peanut butter, made the traffic light, made a refrigerator, the AC for the car, made the auto transmission, manual transmission, when we created all of these different things, refrigerator and all of that stuff. We didn't go to no college for that. There are no degree to learn how to do that. We It's just naturally in us. Like hate if you like, hate baby, hate. This young man right here, Bishop Curry V, he created a device to help when he was 10 years old to help save children who was locked inside of a hot car because their parents are so stupid to leave them in a hot car. And I don't care what nobody say, you do not forget that a baby or a child is in a freaking car. If you don't forget your freaking cell phone, you get so your cell phone is to you is more important and valuable. And you can think to get your phone, but you can't think to remember to take your child out of a hot ass car. I don't think so. That's a bunch of crap, a bunch of bull, a bunch of BS. I ain't buying it. Parents who do that, they need to have their children taken away from them, and then they need to have parenting. If they want their children back, then they need to take parenting classes, extensive parenting classes. How you forget your child? You don't forget to have sex if you want to have sex. And you don't forget to go out there that date. If you that date, you don't forget about that date. You don't forget to get an outfit to go out on that date. You don't forget about that paycheck. You don't forget about your payday. So how the hell you forget about your child in a car? Or some do it all of them do it intentionally. They all just leave their children in a car. Well, I just was gonna run into the store for a minute, a hot minute. Yeah, in that hot minute, your child gonna die, you dumbass. I ain't no excuse. I ain't buying it. I ain't buying it. Don't y'all buy it. Y'all buying that mess? I ain't buying it. You buying that hogwash. But yeah, he had a device that is called, let me see, it's called the Oasis. That's what he created, a device called the Oasis to help children who was locked inside of a hot car. I'm just telling you, I don't know. Anyway, so now let's move to the Indian tribes that we're going to be talking about. Okay, so with the Indian tribe, I'm going to pull up some data for you guys. I want you all to read this information. It's going to be running down at the bottom of the screen here. But because it is a lot of information, I'm going to read it out to you, but I also want you guys to read it too. So let's go here. Okay, I'm going to show. So, as we know, the Indians was displaced here in the United States of America. Okay, there were natives here, and not all, because on a lot of the movies they always show native Indians, like a light complexion. But there are native Indian tribes that are dark like me, like the not just the Cherokees was actually mixed with European descendancy. So that's why a lot of them got their lighter color. But the indigenous Cherokee Indians, my complexion, baby. The Black Hawks, my complexion. The Chatas, my complexion. Um, the Muskegee Indians, my complexion, dark skin, dark chocolate, enriched melanin. And They were displaced. You know, the Chickasaw Indian tribe. Don't you know these? Let me tell you guys something. I just really need you guys to really hear me on this, okay? Melanin people, especially. Laws were created by racist people. Are y'all understanding that? This nation, these laws, the amendments, all of these different acts, and this, that, and other were created by racist people. They've never created anything to really service us. I mean, let me take that back. They created it, but the narrative was we're going to create it, but because we're going to have people in these powerful positions that are going to be racist too, we don't have to worry about them being enforced. So they don't care to enforce, you know, these laws of equality for us. If so, we still would be dealing with cops killing melanin people for no reason, harassing us and bothering us, even just racially profiling us and doing all kind of craziness. So with that stated, I want you guys to understand they created like an act. Like I said, these racist powers that be create laws to fit their narratives. They created a law back in 1830, I believe it is, called um, the Indian Removal Act. Are you kidding me? So you come over here to the United States of the, well, at that time it was just, you come to North America with your racist stinking asses, and because you knew that you had a weapons, y'all had weapons. They had weapons. They had weapons that they knew could kill people quicker than the weapons that they had. They knew it was, as far as the weaponry, there was no match. They knew this and they used it to their advantage. And so, because they wanted the land that the Indians were on, they intentionally removed them and displaced them off these lands. Some they moved to Mississippi, some they moved to other parts of the nation. But needless to say, they stole their land. That's why I don't want to hear nobody telling me about we as melanin people have opportunities just like any other group and stuff of people, even melanin people. When someone who, especially who's melanin, they say that to me, I just give them a blank stare because I already know that they are very ignorant and stupid and uneducated, and they're pretty much like a Charles Barkley, just airheaded, just stupid. There's no need to even try to convey or convince them the truth that's in their face. There's no need to. They created law, an act, a federal law to move Indians off their rightful land. These are people, natives, indigenous Indians in North America. But when the immigrants came over, the European westernizer immigrants came over to accommodate them, they had their land taken from them. So don't tell me about no equal opportunity. We never had no damn equal opportunity. Okay, ever. I don't care how many rich melanin people it is a very small portion of them in comparison to Europeans and whites. That's just in Asians. Let's just be very clear about that and honest. It's extremely disproportionate. Extremely. 0.5% melanin people are rich, as opposed to 42% of Europeans, westernizers being not just millionaires, billionaires. How you think they're affording these big old expensive 20 million, 30, 40 million dollar yachts? Okay? The Spaniards. the Portuguese, the Spaniards also come over and had their bidding too with kidnapped melanin people and in indigenous Indians. But let me tell you what happened with this stuff. This is why they start removing the Indians. Because when they kidnapped Africans and brought them to North America, guess what started happening? They start procreating, they start marrying, they start engaging. And you know what happened? The Europeans got smart. They decided they're going to give the Indians their DNA too, so that way they can marry. They marry the woman, or they marry the man, the chief's daughter. They married them, even though a lot of it was forced, so that they can legally take custody or try to create a legal way to take their land. So because they knew that history was going to catch up. So what they try to do is cover themselves to say, but we were married to them. No, y'all stole the land before y'all married. So let's just be honest about it. The land, y'all stole it. Because remember, there was a whole entire act, federal law, that was created to remove Indians off of their land in North America, indigenous Indians, and make them and make some of them into slaves of other Indians. Indians had slaves too. They had slave of people who was kidnapped from Africa and forced into slavery. But then when they start procreating, they start really seeing that these people that like these African people are doing nothing wrong. Like, what are they talking about? Because even still today, how they do in media, they always try to make us look so bad. And I'm gonna get on that. I'm gonna call a lot of that out in a little bit. But the fact of the matter is, they always create laws and bylaws to fit their narratives. So this is a nation that has a continuous pattern and a continuous habit of creating laws to suppress people who are non-white Caucasian, non-white Caucasian Europeans and British and westernizers, okay? It's Spaniards, not Caucasian Spaniards. So I don't want nobody coming to me ever talking about, well, black people has equal opportunities now. They can get jobs. They can do that. Go to just by every company. I guarantee you right now. Look up every major company right now and see their CEOs. Look up the CEOs. Look up who their senior executives are, who their presidents are, they vice presidents. You're not going to really see too many of us, rarely, because they're not going to give us those kind of positions too much, because their clientele do not like people that look like us, because they're racist. So in order for them to continue to get their money, they have to keep us pushed away or removed. Oh, I'm not going to have this person over me. I'm not going to have that the N word, because that's what they love to use, telling me what to do. You know? So we can't never forget this, melanin people. Never ever forget this. We have to always remember this, okay? Now, let me move forward. I'm gonna put this on this charge. I'm sorry. So knowing that from since they came over here, since westernized, the immigrants came over here. That's the thing. The immigrants are always wanting to call people immigrants. They want to call the Mexicans immigrants. There was a war between Mexicans and Americans, the westernizers, that is, because we never fought against them. We didn't do anything to them. But the westernizers that came over to want to take over their land, Mexico, they tried to take Mexico too. They were trying to take the whole country and make it part of the United States. And the Mexicans were not having that ish. They fought them tooth and nail. Just how Haiti, when they tried to go in and take over Haiti. And that's why they don't really like to help those countries. You notice that the United States don't like to aid Haiti, don't like to aid Mexico, but they love to go to Mexico and build up though. They'll go to Mexico and build up, try to take over, try to move the indigenous people out. Trump just did it. He tried to do it. And he's still trying to fight these people in their native land to take over their land. Are you kidding me? Selfish, evil, wicked. Never forget that. And I didn't say white people, I said them, the ones that do that, melanin or not. Because there's a lot of racist melanin people out there too. I already named one. And there's others out there. So don't let me go to too much detail because I'm not going to do that right now. But anyway, now the eastern wood. Let me go right here so you guys can see. So y'all keep up with me when I'm talking, so you guys can see what I'm talking about. And I'm gonna still run at the bottom where you guys can read the information. But the eastern, wait a minute, did I? Oh, the eastern woodland indigenous, um, Naragasati, uh, what's this? The Pequot, the Wapagno, and the Shinnecock. I gotta put my glasses on so they ain't gonna freaking see, huh? I can't see nothing. But anyway, these are Indian tribes also that they moved, and like I stated, this I keep telling people all this stuff is in history. Go to, archives.gov, Library of Congress.gov. This stuff is not, the thing is they done got bold enough where they publish it now. And we know that when Abraham Lincoln he's the only president that gave away 500 million acres of land to um, European immigrants that came over here illegally to the United States. And the fact that he gave them all this land gave them a great advantage over melanin people. Because remember, when they kidnapped our people, our ancestors, they were slaves. They made them into slaves. They didn't have rights. And then when they decided, okay, well, you guys want to own property, okay, we're going to own property. But they created predatory laws. Like one of the laws where says that if you wanted your property, you had to claim your property in a certain amount of period of time. So what they would do, and like even the homestead, so what they did is they created a law and only gave not even 24-hour notice, gave the kidnapped melanin people like and the Indians, the indigenous Indians, like 12 hours, 8 hours, and they will always give them the notification when it's like an hour to 2 hours for the time for the court to close. Like they did dirty, grimy stuff like that. Okay. So I don't want nobody ever telling me about nothing about no equality, okay? Because we never had no equality. Just because we're able to work and vote, we still do not have equality at all. We're still struggling, and we shouldn't be. So you guys can look more into that. I'm moving along from that. Um, the next thing I want to move to is Black-owned resorts and hotels. Yes, honey, melanin-owned resorts and hotels. Let me go down here. Oh, my nose itching. This browser is really getting on my nerves right about now. Where is it? I just had it up here. Is this what I'm showing right now? No? Okay, so here are Let me go ahead and just copy and paste this in because that'll be easiest way because I thought I had already put this. That's why I told y'all like, and I started on this like early this morning, but I guess I just really wasn't feeling as well as I thought it was. I was just sick, really sick. So let's go and show this. All right, listed right here are some black owned, melanin owned hotels, spas, resorts. The Ivy Hotel in Baltimore, Maryland, the Nopsey Hotel in New Orleans, the Henderson Beach Resort and Spa in Destin, Florida, the Sinos was this Sonesta in Silicon Valley, California. The Sonesta Hotel in Silicon Valley, California. So these are some black melanin owned and operated hotels and spa and resorts that you guys could go and check out. Told y'all we're about supporting each other. Ain't having it. Let me stop yelling. You can serve my strength for real. Okay. So now that we got that covered, um, I'm going to highlight some melanin owned businesses. And I'm going to start off with my dear friend who just embraced me unconditionally. She just embraced me and undergirded me. This beautiful flower right here. Miss Cassandra Calloway. And you guys can go to, why is this still showing up here? Hide. I don't know why I keep showing that banner when I said hide. But anyway, Miss Cassandra Calloway, she is the owner and the founder of Callywood Media. And she has been a absolute jewel in my life. She has been one of the women who has undergirded me and just help navigate me in my endeavors in the entertainment industry because it is very challenging, and she knows and she understands it. And so she gives me constructive criticism, and the way she gives it though, I can receive it because it's not a bashing, looking down, laughing, picking, mocking. It's out of a genuine place. So I can accept that from her. But you guys want to check out her business? Let me go ahead and pull it up for you guys. Like I said, I was just not as focused as I needed to be today. But I don't give up. I heard that. Never give up. Y'all listen to this beat that I made while I look up this information. All right, there she goes. So you guys go to her website, check her out. She's a philanthropist. She's been feeding the homeless, I think, for like over 30 years. She feeds the homeless in Cali, in her community. And it's just amazing how she just gives like that of herself unconditionally. I mean, she literally be getting physically sick from, just giving and pushing herself to um, give to others. So here are some other melanin-owned businesses that I want to highlight, and I'm going to be adding some new footage on. I got to get my footage from do my live stream commercial. I have another company that is going to be doing a live stream commercial, and I'm going to go ahead and get her information up. Can you guys see me now? I don't know what this thing is doing. Can y'all see me now? I don't think it wants to let her go. It's like, no, we want to see Miss Cassandra. It likes Miss Cassandra. See that outfit? That outfit is beautiful. I think she got that outfit from Zoe's boutique out in Cali. Is that a Zoe design out in Cali? And it's like crazy. I actually have a design company called Zoe Designs. Hers is Zoe Boutique, and mine is Zoe Design. I said, ah. So it sounds weird when I say that one is Zoe. So I have to say Zoe Boutique's Design because if not, people be thinking it's my company. No, I didn't make that. That's a fine outfit. It is nice, and she's rocking the hell out of it. Yeah. But let me go ahead and remove this banner. And once I remove the banner, then I want to be showcasing some commercials. I don't know why it's saying show. Okay, I see now. I see now. It's weird. It's moving slow on the laptop because right here I can see me, but on my laptop it's still showing Cassandra Calloway, but it's showing my name right here. So my assumption is that it's showing correctly on here. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna be bothered with this.
Do you enjoy learning about other cultures? Do you like attending social mixers? Do you care to listen to invigorated speakers? If you answer yes, then Z Entertainment Networks, aka Zine, is just right for you. Zine is a multicultural and diverse world in one place, and we sponsor the Gloves On campaign advocacy mission, bringing awareness to debilitating chronic illnesses and diseases and disabilities. Please visit www.zheenllc.com to learn more. Thank you.
Okay, that was definitely an accident, but oh well, needless to say, I guess it needed to happen. So in her, um, melanin-owned business that I want to acknowledge is going to be Yardy Organic Products again. I played these at the beginning, but I'm going to play them again. I'm going to just play them back to back. So it's going to start with Yardy Organic Products. Then I'm going to come back with TBIG LLC. I'm going to also be playing Bling, and then I would play commercials. Well, I wait and then I'll play my commercials. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up because it's almost been an hour, and I want to go ahead and get this done because there's still some things I need to cover about honoring those who have been disrespected, racially profiled, and or murdered by racist ass cops.
With more and more harmful chemicals being added to foods and products, it is essential to start organifying your lifestyle by ordering natural organic skin and hair products like the charcoal scrub and hair growth serum from Yardy Organic Products that's reaching you naturally. Follow Yardy Organic Products on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Thank you for your support. Looking for great deals on toilet paper, sodas, beverages, snacks for children and company or body products? Go to TBIG LLC, located at 3745 Kings Highway, Suite DC in Douglasville, Georgia 30135 to check out their full inventory. Hours of operation is Wednesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and they're closed from Sunday through Tuesday. Let them know you heard about them from All That Jazz.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching that. Now let's go ahead and move on ahead. Going this young lady, this been on news, so quite sure you guys have seen it. This family who were wrongfully pulled over by cops. They pulled the, I mean, like, come on, cops, you pulling the gun out on a 6-year-old little girl, pointing the gun at the 6-year-old little girl. I'm going to show you guys this footage. This footage is very disturbing. It had me so heated, like I was hot. When I tell you hot, I was like hot like a dang on freaking chili pepper, okay? A habanero pepper. I was hotter than that because it's completely uncalled for. And I don't know what in the world just happened. I'm sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened just then, but I do apologize for that. Ah, I do apologize. But I'm going to pull this footage up. And again, this footage is disturbing. So here we go.
The sounds of children handcuffed face down on the pavement. This morning, prompting a new investigation after Aurora, Colorado police mistakenly believed they'd found a stolen car driven by Brit.
Okay. And because I can't show the whole news clip in one full setting, I had to chop it up. But this is the mother, and this is what she had to say about the whole situation. And the explanation that they gave, you could tell they don't give a fat rat's ass. They really don't. They don't care. They just upset that they got recorded. Because they got recorded, they see that they have been called out pointing a gun at a little 6-year-old little girl for no reason. You know, that's the only reason they coming out publicly. They don't care. They're not apologetic. Whatever.
To hear 4 kids scream my name like that is the most heartbreaking thing ever.
Gilliam says without her old sister and 2 teenage nieces.
We're not the criminals here. I can understand if you just drew your gun at me, at the adult here, and said, "Listen, ma'am, I'm gonna draw my gun on you because you're more likely the person that probably stole the vehicle." But the way you did your job with the kids.
Here's how police explain.
Okay, guys. So that is the mother of the little girl who they pulled a gun out on. Um, okay, so initially what had allegedly her name is Brittany Gilliam. That's her name. and her daughter had the gun, her children, period, and her little sister had the guns was pulled out on them for absolutely no reason. And the lame ass excuse that they gave, this is what really just, that's why I keep telling melanin people, we can't expect them to change because they don't want to change and they don't have any intentions of changing. They had their audacity. Like I said, I couldn't put the whole clip up, but I want to paraphrase it. They tried to make justification excuses. Oh, well, the tag. They keep going back to the tag number being the same. The tag number can be the same, but the vehicle is not the same, nor the state of the tag. How do you mix up an SUV or cross, what they call them, crossroad, whatever those type vehicles are called? How you miss that out with a motorcycle? They are nothing alike. They don't look anything alike. So either way, it doesn't matter if the tag number is the same. It's not the same state and it's not the same vehicle. Cops have selective hearing, and I know this because there have been a time I remember it was like something really bad. I mean, like horrible going down. And I called the cops and I reported it. I gave a perfect description of the vehicle and the tag number to the T. There was no and if what's the buts about it because we have surveillance on my home. So I can see all around my perimeter. So I was able to give them perfect description. Don't you know? The only thing that they focused on was the word black car. They didn't pay attention to the make and the model that I gave them of the vehicle. As a matter of fact, the vehicle that they pulled over wasn't even supposed to have been a black vehicle. I actually told them that the vehicle, because it is a maroon reddish color vehicle. I said it's a reddish maroon vehicle. And I said it's a black male because they asked you, the description of the person or whatever. So I let them know what was going on. Yeah, y'all call it snitching, call it whatever, but you bring crime into my community, into my neighborhood, and I see it, especially as a community activist, I'm gonna call your ass out on it, okay? Because I'm not afraid of none of y'all. Y'all ain't the only ones that can pull out guns, okay? Bring it. I have heat too. I have a lot of heat. Believe that. But so they pulled over the wrong type of car, make and model of car. I said a Chevy Malibu. How did they get a Chevy Malibu mixed up with a Ford Mustang? They pulled over Ford Mustang. But where I was looking at, I can actually see. So I knew that that's what they did. I was on the phone with the dispatch the whole time. And I asked the dispatch, I said, why is the cop pulling over this Ford Mustang? I said, and it's a black car. The car is a maroon reddish color car with a black male driving the car. It is a Chevrolet Malibu. Why are they pulling over a dang on freaking Ford Mustang? So the information, and I heard the dispatch, she gave them the correct information. She gave them the correct information because I'm on the phone the whole time and she's giving out the information. So they can't say it was the dispatch fault, but what they tried to put it on the chief police tried to blame it on the dispatcher. Now, if I was the dispatcher, I'd feel some kind of way because essentially what you all are saying is that I gave you guys misinformation, and because of that misinformation, it led up to cops pulling a gun out on a 6-year-old little girl. I would take very offense to that. About that. But but check this out, guys. This same police department, right? This young man right here. Like I said, I'm gonna use. Let me go to this young man right here. His name is Elijah McLean. Back in August of 2019, this handsome young man was murdered. Three Aurora, Colorado cops harassed him while he was walking home from the store. They tried to prevent the body footage camera and the dash cam camera footage from being, shown publicly. But of course, it's public records. They could keep it hidden. And so what ended up happening is they put him in this illegal chokehold, which they didn't supposed to do anyway. So that was number one is they were harassing him. So they already violated the law when they harassed him, racially profiled him, picking on him because he's a black man, a young black man. Put this man in a chokehold, lied, tried to say he had a weapon, he brandished a weapon and all that. They always lie, try to, again, they do stuff and say things to fit their narrative. And long story short, this is the result. He was in the hospital. He ended up dying. So these three cops was charged, supposedly have been charged with his murder, and all three of them was terminated for what they did because they actually got on, I think it was on social media, and they was mocking how he was responding, with him not being able to breathe in the chokehold, and they were making fun of it and stuff. In the same location where they pulled him over, I mean, the same location where they harassed him and put him in a chokehold. I mean, like when I tell you the insensitivity of a lot of these cops, they don't need cops, they don't need guns and badges because this is what they do. So the same police department killed an innocent man walking home from the store. You can't even damn be black and walk home from the store. Now, let's move along to this young man. We're going to show homage and respect to. Homage and respect to. I This just really disturbed me. All of it disturbed me, but this is just on another level because this young man jogging, working out, keeping fit. And let me tell you how these cowards do. You notice they know that if they had to square up with us, not to study 10, they know they're gonna lose. So they always have to have their shotguns and have, help, have one or two, three plus people with them because that's what gangs do. They are bullies, they're terrorists. They're terroristic gangs. White supremacists is terroristic gangs. They need all white supremacist group. I don't care who they are. They are terrorists, and they all need to be called out as such because that's exactly what they asses are: freaking terrorists, bullies. You know. And so it. I just really hated this young man minding his damn business, jogging. You can't walk from the store. You can't go jogging. You can't sit in your car and read a book or a newspaper like the guy who they killed, who was sitting in his car reading a newspaper. A white cop killed him, a black man for no reason. He in his car reading a dang on freaking book. He can't say he thought the book was a damn gun because they always want to do that. Oh, I thought the cell phone was a gun. I thought the book was a gun. I thought this was a book gun. Well, for you to have military training, you can identify what a gun is. Then hell, you don't need to be a cop because that means that somebody's sunglasses they do like this with they seeing eyeglasses or they sunglasses. Oh, I thought it was a gun on their eyes. Hell, bam. Oh, I thought it was some earrings. I mean, I thought her earrings was a gun. I thought her necklace was a gun. Like, they be trying to come up with some of the most lamest excuses. But I'm going to tell you the kind of society, and I know that melanin people know this, but I think melanin people, listen, don't let society wear you out. These powers, these racist powers that be, of course, they're going to push back like hell because they don't want to now have to reap what they sold, karma coming back on their asses, and they know it. So they're doing everything in their power to try to drain us and make us so psychologically exhausted that we don't have strength and energy to fight. Don't let them do it. Start running for office in areas that's predominantly melanin. All of these little racist white cops that want to come to the community and police the community. No, we're not having that. Go to your community and police in your community. We police our own communities. Because growing up, we police our own communities. We didn't have outsiders coming. Some did try to come, some did come, but they learned quick on because we made it clear. You coming from Sandy Spring all the way here to the south side, we're not going to have no BS out of you. And I'll be right back. I'm sorry, my rabbit has gotten into something. All right, guys. Had to get a little mystic. He was getting into stuff. But closing out, do not let them intimidate us, okay? We can't give up and give in because that's their strategy. Is to try to wear us down so that we don't have strength and energy to fight. I put it to you this way. Right now, they're trying to exonerate number 45. They're trying to excuse him of what he did and, you know, exciting and causing a riot, and it was premeditated. So I am totally with Aunt Maxine Waters, where she says that he should be charged with first degree premeditated murder because he should, because he plotted and planned this to happen. That's why the heirs of Publix, you think about it, if it wasn't planned, premeditated, then how did the heir of Publix know to um, make a $300,000 donation towards the rioting? She made a donation to him. So it was premeditated. And in the same state, in the district of Washington, D.C., their law says if you commit a crime or during the commission of a crime that you initiated, you caused, you created, you participated in, or any and or the alike, as someone gets killed and someone gets murdered, you are held legally responsible. They're trying to acquit this man, trying to not blame him, trying to say it wasn't his fault. But he premeditated it and he did it publicly. That's the thing. So how can he not be responsible when this is something that he did on a public platform for all the world to see? Everybody saw and heard him. So they always trying to, like I said, they try to make excuses to fit their narrative. And that's why I keep telling melanin people, y'all need to stop fighting over each other over this little petty stuff. And sadly, a lot of melanin people are still out here fighting each other over petty and stuff. Very petty things, fighting each other over. So we got to do better. But thank you all so much for watching. The video went a little longer than anticipated, but nevertheless, I'm grateful that you guys was able to tune, and those who wasn't able to tune in, hopefully you'll be able to watch it later. Guys, please make sure you support my Gloves On campaign, advocating for those battling chronic illness, diseases, and has disabilities as myself. You can sign the petition. Go on the website, sign the petition. The website is below in the stream. You can go there and you can click on the petition and sign it. If you desire to make a donation, you're welcome to make a donation, but do not make a donation on change.org. Please do not. Um, Also, if you would like to, be a part of my Gloves On campaign, be a member, you definitely can do that as well because I need all the help and volunteers I can get. So you can make any amount donation, but I am doing a gratitude package for anyone who makes a donation of $75 will receive a special 4-piece decor gift set with 100% organic soap. If you make a donation of $150. You will receive a three-piece overnight bag set and 100% organic soaps. If you make a donation of $250, you'll receive a free three-piece overnight set, bag set, a throw and pillow set, and 100% organic soaps. Also, if you make a donation for $325 or more, you'll receive a three-piece overnight bag set, a throw and pillow set, 100% organic soaps, and a four-piece decor gift set. And you do not have to pay for shipping. I will pay that for you. I will cover the shipping and handling fees, okay? So that's for in the United States. I cover the the shipping and handling fees. Long as you're not like in Hawaii or Puerto Rico, places where they're gonna charge an arm and a leg. Because if they charge an arm and a leg, then you're gonna have to foot that. But if you're not in those areas, then those parts of America, then you don't have to worry. But yeah, so and this is just to show you guys that I am actually a person who actually battled chronic illnesses and diseases. I'm not someone who act like or pretend like I battle chronic illness and diseases. I do not pretend to be sick. I do not want to pretend to be sick because I don't want to be sick. So it does not benefit me to pretend. Um, these are just a collage of pictures from the time and the moment that I started having these real bad flare ups to now. Um, Also, this is just to show you guys the Gloves On campaign. Um, and last but not least, you guys can follow my Gloves On campaign on Lupus Slayer. That is my Slayer chronic illness slaying name, Lupus Slayer. And you can follow me on all platforms of Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and on YouTube to see more information and videos and learn more about chronic illnesses, diseases. Also, so now let's go to services. These are services that are available. You are welcome to utilize these services if you like. You can just go to the website www.cheenllc.com and just look on the home page. It's really simple and easy. I have it formatted really well, so it'd be easy for you to navigate. And so, hopefully, you guys will be willing to support me and get some services from me, any of the services that I provide. And that's the entertainment, which is the entertainment network, which is my entertainment company that we provide. Okay, so thank you guys so very much again. And as you can see, he has he's finally chilled out. He's ready to get down now. He's feisty and he's mad. It's very mad right now. And I'm holding his bottom feet so I don't accidentally get scratched. I guess I grabbed his feet too hard. I'm sorry. I grabbed your feet too hard. Oh, mommy's sorry. I'm sorry. You forgive me? Mommy's sorry. You forgive mommy? He forgive him because if he didn't forgive me, trust he'll be bucking his behind. I was trying to get away. So y'all take care. God bless. One love. Peace. And I'm out like a light. I should have looked up rabbits and their habits before I got one, but I just saw a cute little furry four-legged little baby in the pet store and I got him. And now I'm just like, oh, the hell I got myself into. But anyway, God bless. One love. Peace. Mystic. Hi, boo boo.